All right, guys, I finished up the editing and we are back. So after this, I am up to date. I may play a little bit today, but all the recordings are up on the Vice channel. We've switched over from what was Robert Gardner Wellness, more like the wellness, bodywork oriented, health and wellness kind of channel, towards Vice, which is cooking, smoking, drinking, playing poker, all the Vice, right? I feel like Miami Vice. Am I as cool as him in the car, though? I don't know. I don't think so. Is it Johnson? Well, I forget his name. Anyway, let's go ahead and go into it. All right. Here we go. This is the 25th, which is 2 days ago, 2025. And this video is about 17 minutes. It's a little long, but I don't know. In YouTube terms, it's not a long video, but for my poker ones, I find like 10 to 12 minutes is more like ideal. Do you have it or don't you, sir? Bet and a call. Over pair, rainbow board. Am I going to bet heavily with two guys involved? Ace, king, do you call? Ace, queen, do you call? I don't know. Two overs. Uh-oh. I think a call is probably better at this point. I hate to play it like 3-4 handed, but the blinds are pretty small. I feel like a re-raise is going to give it away, particularly in position, but a jam, ooh, a jam, mighty nice. Down number 3 lets it go. I call. Number 2 probably lets it go, unless he's a maniac. And uh-oh. And I know what happens. Welcome to Poker at Bovada, folks. The guy had 3 guys involved in a hand and decided that his queen jack offsuit was the hand to beat all hands. And this guy had king 2 offsuit. Now, to his favor, at least I did have a very, very tiny stack. We are back at 15 minutes. And I have raised 5 times the big blind while the blinds are small. And yes, I tend to sing. What are you going to do? Being John Malkovich gets like kudos for being a great actor because he speaks to some kind of weird Russian accent nobody's ever heard. Pay that man his money. If you do not have my money, you are mine. When I sing, no kudos. No kudos at all. All right. I think on the button, it's better to just call here and see what happens. What does he do? If he bets half the pot or more, I think it's okay to let this go. You have to choose your battles. And I just don't think, even that, in retrospect, I just don't think it's a great move. You could draw something, but I prefer to conserve chips until the blinds are a little bit larger. It's a great starting hand, but flush draw on the board. He's got a, I don't know, queen jack, queen 10, some loose queen, maybe 6s, 3s. Yeah. And now we are down to 787 chips. Put it in. Oh, what are we getting called with? Not too bad. He didn't have to risk much to be able to call that with a pair of 10s. He really lucked out. We are on to the next one. All right, on the big blind, you had a bet for like 2.5 almost. The guy raised to essentially what's 8 times the blinds. I'm out of position to both of them. I like this. I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to go down with the ship. I don't give a shit. What do you got? Pair of kings. Uh-oh. Did not work that time, sir. More power to you. But you understand why I did it. Sometimes you get lucky. Two overs gives me like an additional draw. I was a little concerned about that call for a variety of reasons. I think putting the pressure on him at that point for an open ended, you got a 1 in 5 chance of drawing something that would connect. Good bluff. Here, I remember what happens, and I don't have a problem with my chip size just calling. You don't know what number 8 and number 9 are going to do. You don't want a heavy altercation with a pair of fives. Man, if you catch a 5 3-handed, ooh. Now we have a flush and a straight draw, none of which went, none of which hit. 8 and 8, ow. Just the 8 would have given it to him, but he had that insult to injury. Now, I like this. Let's talk about it for a second. So I'm going to pause this just for a second. So if all I do is call, it's not showing real strength. It could be a huge variety of hands. By betting 100 chips more, it makes it a standard bet, and it puts number 6 in a position. He could jam, he could call, he could think lightly re-raise, but let's go ahead and play it off and see what happens. Everybody else lets it go. What does he do? Just calls. What do you think? What does he bet? Or does he? Put it in, put it in. And I say, if you would like to see the next card, I need you to bet everything with your top pair. And you lose, sir. 11 minutes left. Again, if number 3 folds, it's not my favorite situation to be in, but when this hits, holy moly, is it lucrative. Let's, no, you don't want to be betting on 8. So the gut shot is about 1 in 10. 10% of the time, you're going to draw something like an 8. Yeah. Biding your time, trying to figure out when you think you have a you're ahead statistically is, I think, vitally important. It's the thing that's getting me to the point of playing the other players, not just playing the cards themselves. I'm a little bit harder to read than when I started. I think I have become the guy that I used to hate. And it was because I could not figure out what the hell these guys were doing. So let's go back. Hold on. Let me see this again. Not the king, queen. This will be the next hand. 10 minutes. Okay, so he bet 2 times the big blind. All I have to do is call for 200 chips. Now what? What do you guys think he's got? You got a weak ace? What does he bet? What you got to do now? Huge array of things I could have. Oh, lovely. One before the money. This is a $50 triple up, by the way. If I win this, it's 150. So, isn't it glorious when you have aces 4-handed, the next person bubbles, and everyone folds to you? Sucktastic. Well, I said it was a $50 triple up. No, maybe it's the next one. Anyway, we'll see. Nobody hit and I won. Oh, no, that was a $25 triple up. Okay. There's a $50 triple up coming up. And this one was brutal. I'm in the big blind with Doyle's hand. Texas Style, you are a scholar and a gentleman, sir. I regret that I never got to play with you in person. Loved your poker books. mm, 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 mm. I am going to draw to the flush. I feel it. 8 minutes left. Unfortunately, I hit my flush, which could have saved me a lot of money. And what does he do? Ooh, 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 ooh. And I like the way he played it, but he had it the whole time. He just lucked out with the best hand ever. Even if he had another jack, it would be as good. The boat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You are a scholar and a gentleman. It is an honor to play with you. Put it in, put it in. Not my hand, not my hand. All right, guys, we lost. It does happen on occasion. It is horribly frustrating, but you have to learn to lose. Poker is good for that. I think it is the ultimate platform for entrepreneurship, by the way. Whole lot of statistical analysis, whole lot of figuring out when you got the edge, and a whole lot of luck, which we call variance, to make it easier for people with logical brains who are on the autism spectrum. Just think of it as variance. If you think of it as variance, it's like, well, yeah, but I've got to statistically be able to lose with a pair of queens this way so that the guy can call me with an ace-2 offsuit. Six minutes left. Yeah, if you think of it as just the math cycling its way through, it's like you play something and it's 70-30 your favor. 70% of the time you're happy, 30% of the time you're stuff on a rock. You're going to get the poop stick, and nobody wants the poop stick. The poop stick is gross, but that's life and entrepreneurship, right? All right, so I have bet in position. I get a raise from the small blind. Could be a variety of hands. I have an open-ended straight draw, a flush draw. What do you think? I think I know what you got, and I just took your whole stack because of my situational awareness. The kitchen of danger, where the sink and the strainer have a mind of their own. Thank you, Frank Zappa. Miss you, sir. Miss you, good sir. That and Captain Beefheart. The big floppy boot stomps down. Floppy boot stomps down to the ground. Floppy boot stomps down to the ground. There are just a little over 4 minutes left. On the button in the power seat, Bovada. All right, sir. You have a 1 in 5 chance of drawing a card that would potentially give you the winning hand, so long as the guy is not trying to draw on a club flush at the river, of which he has 1 in 4 chance of drawing. Make a min bet to 3 guys from the power seat, sir. Dominate this board. Show them who is boss. and take it down. It is positional raise, I call it. Yeah, we cut through this one. I like the call in position. I wish it were suited. Hearts particularly, but I remember this. Ouch, 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 ouch. At least you didn't lose too much. Oh, yes. Get involved in murky situations for $50. An 8 and a 10. What does he do? 3 minutes left. And he checks it down. Now, min bet and wait. Fear me. Fear me now. Now, if he jams all in, what are you going to do? What are you going to fold? They got an air ball. He doesn't know what you got. Situational awareness. Ooh, ace and an 8. 2.5 minutes left. What happens here? I limped in. I am willing to bet your whole stack on that. I think I am ahead, sir. Now, goad him into betting, and he does not. And we take a small pot, which with ace-8 suited, that's a wonderful board. No. Now, I think the AK looks pretty obvious here. This is one of the situations where I will play AK this way. If he's got queens, like I'm willing to lose. He's got to risk really getting crippled if he loses this hand, and he has position on me after the flop. It's one of the reasons I like jamming from that position, and it's even better because it's about 2% better just because it's suited. There's potentials for flush draws. Minute and a half left. I have put it all in. It is positional raise, I call it. All right. I was bottom stack. Am I not in last place? All right. If you have AK and you call and you beat me, or you have 10s or higher, then I get what I deserve. It's like getting Bitcoin. You get Bitcoin at the price you deserve. Think about it. You get Bitcoin at the price you deserve. $37 seconds left. 28-20. Oh. This big stack call? I think that's what I remember. 18. You can afford to lose it. He does call. Pivotal. 8s. Oh. Brutal. And $50 triple up, $150. 225. That is a great win. That concludes the poker recordings for the moment. I got to play more. Guys, we had a new all-time high, and I am inordinately proud of where I'm at, even if I win no more for a while. I feel really good. My bankroll went to 1722. That is $800 in wins in a month. Guys, I spent months just like teetering around 1,000, and all of a sudden my shit just exploded. I've been crushing the tables. I feel like a maniac. Real good. Top bankroll for a while, 1722. Hope you guys enjoy, and more to come on the Vice channel with Robert Gardner. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, comment. Be happy to chat with you in the comment section. Let me know what's up, and much more to come.